Hey folks, Seducium here, and I'm going to play a little bit more of Hearthstone Arena. Why? Because I really like this game. So there's been another patch, some changes made to cards. Mages basically have been nerfed a little bit more, and I think that's not a terrible idea. Pyroblast has been upped from 8 mana to 10. That's kind of the biggest change that I have encountered, or that I think is the biggest change right now. I'm buying back into the arena, by the way, is what I'm doing. And watch me draw a mage, of course, because why not? Alright, I know I'm not going to play Rogue, because frankly I hate playing as Rogue. I'm not good at it, so not going to happen. I could play as a Paladin, which I really like. I like Paladins a lot. Or I could give my... I could give Mage a shot, seeing how the changes that come down, I don't know. There's probably going to be less Mages because they're not as potent as they were. But Mage is still a good class to play, I feel. But you know what? I am going to play Paladin simply because I really like playing as Paladin. So, first card that comes up, we've got Bloodsail Corsair. Remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon, which is shit. Basically, Ancient Watcher, can't attack, or Pine-Sized Summoner. So in this case, I'm going to take the Pine-Sized Summoner. This could potentially be useful if we get a Defender of Argus at the same exact time, because it's a 4/5 for 2. Or if I can silence this myself, then I could have a 4/5 for 2 mana. But all that being said, it's too situational. I'm going to take the Pine-Sized Summoner. I can't bet on situational, so I have to actually play stuff I can actually use. I'm going to take the Stranglehorn Tiger here. Blessing of Wisdom is great, so is Hammer of Wrath, and Ogre Magi is not too bad either. If I had an Ogre Magi, this would be 4 damage instead of 3. So these are all good. Blessing of Wisdom could turn out to be great, could be it's situational. I could cast this on my opponent's cards, actually, which is interesting because when I do that, it makes the opponent not want to attack anymore, and they can't really kill off their own creatures. So if he puts out, you know, an annoying creature on the board, I can prevent it basically from attacking me, or at least give me a card every time it attacks. And that, I find, is the better use of Blessing of Wisdom than even casting it on my own creatures. This is removal straight up. It's 4 mana, though, but it does 3 damage and get me a card. So I think I'll take the Hammer of Wrath right now, because I'd rather have the removal, but that's just for now. Alright, out of these, I'll take the Boulder Fist Ogre. Consecration is great. I like that. Deals 2 damage to all minions. Good AoE. It's my only AoE, really, as a Paladin. Archmage, plus spell damage, which is also good as well. And then another Blessing Wisdom, but I'm going to take the Consecration. All good cards. True Silver Champion, though, I think is the better. I like having the weapon there. Out of these, Hand of Protection is alright. Blue Guild Warrior is just removal for 2 mana, 2/1. But I'll take the Frostwolf Warlord, especially as a Paladin, when I can generate minions on the board. That might come in handy. Redemption. It's a secret. When one of your minions dies, return it to life with 1 health. Kind of bullshit because you can use this in good ways, especially if you have creatures with a good battle cry, like gets you a card and such. Eye for an Eye is kind of bullshit too, so I'm going to take Armani Berserker. Flesh-Eating Ghoul is good. Silverback Patriarch is kind of crap. And Ascension Shield Masta is good. I'm going to take the Taunt simply because I want the Taunt. This dies really easily. So I think I'll take the Taunt. There. Alright, we got 9 cards, so we're about a third of the way done. I'm definitely taking the Emperor Cobra out of all of these. I don't like any of these. They all have charge. This is just too much mana and it dies too quickly. This is the opposite. But it costs 2 less, and I can usually trade this for at least 1 creature, maybe 2, so I'll take that. War Golem is pretty good. It's just solid 7/7. Wolf Rider is not too bad either, actually. It's removal is what that is. But I'll take the War Golem. If this compare with something like an Argent Protector or a Divine Shield, you can get a pretty good trade out of it, but I'll take the War Golem there. Another Consecration, Redemption, or Light's Justice. Tempted to take the Light's Justice just to clear the board of stupid shit early on. I'll get 4 attacks out of it, so that's not terrible. Or do I take another Consecration? It's a tough one. You know, Consecration is really useful against things like Murloc decks or crap where there's a whole lot of small shit on the board. But later on there isn't, and especially in Arena. I can't depend on that. I can pick small shit off with Light's Justice. That's a tough one. I think I'll take the Light's Justice. Yeah, because it's 1 mana. Get my mana curve lower. I gotta watch that mana curve too. Okay, out of these, I'm taking the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, definitely. Alright, Holy Light. Redemption I don't like, so I'll take the Taunt. Another Stranglethorn Tiger, Blessing of Might. Potentially useful. Oftentimes I find this is not very useful. I'll take the Tiger. Gnomish Inventor. Humility's good. I can definitely nerf a minion, basically, and prevent it from dealing damage to me. And this is a great counter to a lot of big stuff. I don't have that much card draw, though. Right now, my only card draw is Hammer of Wrath. So, Gnomish Inventor would be an okay card for a little bit of card draw. Okay, so these are really good cards. Unfortunately, they all came together like this. Divine Favor could be great, especially if I'm low on card draw as it is. Stampeding Kodo, I find, could be really useful. And Questing Adventurer could get out of control if played correctly. It's tough. Seeing how my mana curve is already kind of high, I'm tempted to take the Questing Adventurer. But I'm also tempted to take this for the card draw. Yeah, I'll take the Divine Favor. No, I'll take the Questing Adventure. Never mind. I'll take the Questing Adventure. What am I doing? Noble Sacrifice is great. I'm taking that. I really like that. Secret. Okay, Sword of Justice is fantastic. So is Molten Giant, and so is Faceless Manipulator. These are situational. I have to be pretty damaged for this. This is pretty situational. This is just good. It buffs every creature +1/+1, and I'm taking Sword of Justice. I think it's a pretty good card to take. Fairy Dragon is good in this case. I already have 1 War Golem. Tempted to take another True Silver Champion and just keep clearing the board with that. But I'm also tempted to take Blessing of Wisdom because I do want some card draw. And I didn't take the... I took the Gnomish Inventor. I didn't take the Divine Favor. So, I think... Yeah, I don't want my mana to be too high up. I won't be able to do anything. I'm taking the Blessing of Wisdom. Another Noble Sacrifice? Sure. Okay, Loot Hoarder is good. I'll take that. 24. Okay, not too many cards to go. Tempted to take the Novice Engineer, but I think I'll take the Raid Leader. Simply because I can summon my own creatures. Yeah, we'll take the Raid Leader. Shattered Sun Cleric is great. Buffs everything up. We'll take that. Alright. I do want an Argent Protector, but I think I'm going to take the weapon instead. And another Redemption I don't want. Shield Bearer is alright. Earth Ring Fire Seer is good too. I'll take the Earth Ring Fire Seer for the little heal. Mad Bomber, sure. I don't have many heavy hitters. I have Boulder Fist Ogre and War Golem and the 2 Tigers, and the Warlord could be good. So I don't have too much big stuff. But that's alright. I can deal with this. Mad Bomber will take. Angry Chicken's pointless. Young Priestess dies. Demolisher's good. So this is going to be our deck. I'm pretty much balanced for mana, I think. My mana curve is nice. The cards are alright. True Silver Champions will be good. The weapons I have will be good. Noble Sacrifices will work pretty well. So I've got enough weaponry here. Light's Justice there. Sword of Justice there. And 2 True Silver Champions. So I should be able to use that with the Consecrations. Hammer of Wrath to keep the board clear. I got a bit of card draw and a few big cards, so hopefully if I can keep the board clear and get my big cards, and if they can't, aren't taken out completely, I can win. But we'll see, it'll be tough. Weapons are good because, acidic swamp oozes aren't that common in Arena, plus you have to make sure you get one, and then you have to make sure you have one in your hand. So, I'm hoping that I won't run across too many people with them.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, so out of these, I'll definitely keep the Noble Sacrifice. I'm going to get rid of the War Golem, I'll keep the Questing Adventure, and I'll keep the Blessing of Wisdom, because hopefully I can cast it on one of his minions early on. Emperor Cobra will be good too. Cast it on one of his minions early on, keep him from doing too much crap, and hope maybe even get me some cards.
Greetings, traveler.
Leper, no. Alright, so that's tough because do I want to... I can waste a noble sacrifice on it. It'll cancel itself out. And I'll still get 2 damage and I'll lose the noble sacrifice. Or do I take the damage, cast a 1-1 on the following turn? No. You know what? Let's not. Because my alternative is cast a 1-1, hope that he attacks the 1-1. So this way, it'll just get rid of that, make my life a little bit easier.
Get down!
Now, I could cast this, and it'll trade nicely with that. And I think I might have to do that. I don't have many other options right now. I could have, you know, waited for the questing adventurer, used the coin, cast Blessing of Wisdom or something like that, and could have pumped the questing adventurer up, but I would have had to wait a turn. Alright, unfortunately that's going to trade, but that's okay. Attack me directly, and trade that for that. So I am taking a bit of damage here. Can't be helped. Now we'll cast our 1-1, and I might end up taking more damage, but maybe I'll be able to take that out. So we'll see. He's got his own Emperor Cobra. Okay, that stinks. What do I have? I have a flesh-eating ghoul. I'm tempted to put the Emperor Cobra out there and just let the 2 trade. Alternatively, I could put the Senjin Shield Master out there. It'll die to the Cobra. I could put the Questing Adventurer out there. It'll die to the Cobra. Or I could cast Blessing of Wisdom on the Cobra, but he'll just trade it for something. So I think my best bet is to put the Emperor Cobra out there and let the 2 trade. Hopefully he doesn't buff it up. If he does buff it up, then I cast Blessing of Wisdom on it, and that's what I do. Actually, then I kill it with my own Cobra. Yep, so he's gonna... Basically, we have the same cards going. And their 2 Cobras destroy each other, and he has his Questing Adventurer out. Okay. Well, so what can I do? Well, I can put my own Questing Adventurer out there and cast Blessing of Wisdom on his, which will buff mine up. But I think I'm better off putting out the Senjin Shield Master. And because I don't have a good way of killing that yet, let's put Blessing of Wisdom on his Questing Adventurer. So if he does attack with it, at least he'll give me cards. I'm assuming he's going to want to try to buff it up. So this way, maybe I'll get some card draw out of it. Alright, that's good. Buys me a little bit of time. Let's put our own Questing Adventurer out there.
Give me a quest.
And let's do this.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
And buff our Questing Adventurer up a bit. So that way it trades nicely with whatever, with his Questing Adventurer if it needs to. And get a random companion. And he gets the 4/4, of course, which is annoying. Yep, please go ahead and do that. Yes, thank you. Give me cards. Alright. Horribly annoying, but I have a good way around all this. So we will... Do I have enough? Yes. I'll put the ghoul out here. Unfortunately, it'll die to that bear. And I don't have enough to do Ghoul Consecration and Noble Sacrifice. So I might just Consecrate and Noble Sacrifice, and that'll trade to the bear. Tied for cards. I'm losing a little bit on...
Put this apple on your head.
Puts out a Knife Juggler. I'm losing a little bit on life. And he attacks with that, of course.
Get down!
Now you can attack with the bear with impunity, which really stinks. Hammer of Wrath. Okay, which one do I want to take out? I kind of want to take out the bear simply because it's the most damaging. Before we do that, let's put this out there. Unfortunately, that'll trade with the Knife Juggler, but what can I do? Not much of a choice. And I might as well play this because I have it. I really need to start A, getting control of the board, and B, being able to deal damage to him. If he puts out a critter, he might be able to kill me with the rhino. Of course, I'll be able to take out the rhino with the ghoul, but still, very annoying. Now, Loot Hoarder will give me a card. That'll be nice. And the Stranglethorn Tiger won't be easy to kill, so at least I'll have a 5/5 that I can hopefully clear some of the board with. But aside from that, I really need to start doing damage to him because he can keep wearing away at me with his hero ability.
Greetings, traveler. Well met.
And that's pretty much it. So, come on. Make a move.
Greetings, traveler.
I know he doesn't want to kill off his Knife Juggler, and he doesn't really probably want to kill off his Rhino.
I wonder.
But he's going to have to make a move eventually.
I move quickly.
I wonder what's taking so long. He only has 2 cards. Is he just going to let his turn expire? Kirby. Playing against Kirby the Hunter. Okay, so he's not going to do anything. Interesting. Alright. Well, in that case, why don't we kill that. Heal that up. That's a decent move. We won't get anything there, so it doesn't matter. Summon one of these.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
And I'll just hit him directly for 1. Because why not? I think he probably had a multi-shot and he was waiting for me to put more creatures out, if I had to guess. That was one of his cards. Well, at least now he only has 15 seconds. I know he was there. I could see him clicking on things. I could see him saying hello, so I don't know what the hell he's doing. Did he have to step away from his PC? Or is he just not sure what to do, so he's just doing this? Interesting. Alright, Sword of Justice, I guess I'll save. Let's kill this off, get a card. Buff up the ghoul. Put out our War Golem, because hey, why not? I might as well hit him because I want that Sword of Justice out there. I'll hit him with that stuff. So he's building up cards for some reason. I don't know why. And he's not doing much and his time's going to start running out. Yep, so this is match number 1. It's a weird one. Did not turn out exactly how I would have expected it. I could do a bunch of damage. 10, 16, I can kill him this turn, so. Okay. Well played. I don't know if you're even there. 7, 6, 3, and that's it. Alright. Victory number 1 in the arena. That didn't start out too well for me, but then I think he went away from the PC, so. Alright, let's play another one, see how we do. Hopefully we do well. And then I'll put a break in this episode, because it's almost 9 o'clock, and my dog is probably going to pee somewhere in the house if I don't take him out, so. There's that I have to look forward to. So now it's time for a walk. Almost. A little bit more Hearthstone, and then we get to go for a walk. I gotta be careful with the W word. It's one of those words he listens to and recognizes. We're playing against Thorstone, the warrior.
With honor.
Yeah, so the W word is dangerous in this household. Alright, we'll get running the golem, keeping the consecration. This is good. This is very good. In fact, I'll probably coin into Loot Hoarder for turn 1. Or I could coin into Armani Berserker. I'd rather coin into Loot Hoarder and save the Armani Berserker for something more. Then I could play Demolisher in turn 3. So turn 2 Armani Berserker, probably Demolisher turn 3 to keep the board clear. And then if he puts out a whole bunch of stuff, Consecration, otherwise Questing Adventure. But the Loot Hoarder should be able to take out most anything he puts out there, keeping my Armani Berserker alive, and hopefully enraged. So he's floating a card and thinking. Thinking, while I'm smashing stuff on the screen. Little annoying, but it can't kill my Armani Berserker. So I feel comfortable enough putting it out there. Unless he has charge, in which case I should probably play a minion. Now, I'll take that chance. Of course, he's going to attack the Armani Berserker first, and then I'll probably Whirlwind. So, you know what?
Hey, give me that.
Let's do this. And let's see what he does with that Worgen. If he attacks me directly, I'll kill him with my minion. If he takes out my Loot Hoarder, Armani Berserker is a possibility. And I'm grabbing myself some H2O. Cleave. Alright, good. That's okay. Knew something like that was going to happen, so I'm alright with that. And he's keeping that in his pocket. Alright. I'm going to play the Demolisher, because that can take that out. So if he's not able to kill it directly, the Demolisher has a good chance of killing his stealth creature, because it can hit it. And if he wants to kill that Demolisher, well then so be it.
Try this.
Yep, he'll be able to kill that Demolisher, unfortunately. Missing that, and hitting it with his face. Now, my best bet is probably the True Silver Champion. Armani Berserker will die to that without being able to kill it. Questing Adventure will die too easily. If I summon a 1-1, that's pointless, so True Silver Champion, and clear that off. Unfortunately, I'll take 3 damage, but has to be done, so we're tied on life. I've got a slightly better weapon. He's got 5 cards, I've got 6 cards, so slight card advantage. And that's pretty much it, and that's only because I got the 1 card from the Loot Hoarder there. Fairy Dragon, alright, I'll just kill that. What else you got? And a heal. I'm killing the Fairy Dragon because I can't target it directly with anything. And I'll put out a Tiger, I guess. I could play the Questing Adventurer this, but it'll die too easily. Frostwolf Warlord, there's nothing for it to be buffed off of. I could play Consecration, kill this, get this to a 1-1, summon myself a 1-1 critter. But I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm tempted to leave the Fairy Dragon alive. I'm going to leave the Fairy Dragon alive because I can use Consecration on that. So we'll actually take out that. It's a 3-3. And I can't kill it as easily with spells, so we'll do that instead. So if he plays a bunch of creatures, which I hope he will, then I can use Consecration, ideally effectively. If he doesn't, then I'll probably Boulder Fist Ogre and just start hitting him. I like to remove his creatures and keep my target alive because as soon as that comes out of stealth, it'll die to his weapon. You can't target it. It'll die to his weapon and the Fairy Dragon, so that's why I like to use Consecration to clear off his board, but I don't want to use Consecration on one thing. This is interesting. I can use Consecration, clear that off. This will be damaged, but then I can use Noble Sacrifice. Or, yeah. Noble Sacrifice Armani Berserker? No, that's not a great trade.
I wonder.
Armani Berserker Frostwolf Warlord, maybe. No, I don't have enough for that. Okay. Consecration, Noble Sacrifice. Kills that, makes that hurt. If he attacks me directly, it'll hurt. Well, it'll kill it. It'll leave me with a 2-1 on the board. Not too many other ways I have around that. So let's do that. And attack with the Tiger. So now he can't kill that tiger easily. If he attacks with the golem, it'll die to noble sacrifice, and he'll still have a 2-1 golem, but he won't be able to attack this turn. If he attacks with his weapon, okay, so he gets a card and deals 2 damage. Fair enough. Still can't kill it this turn, unless he's got a charge creature or some other direct damage. Another slam. Jesus. Okay. Ah, but see now, that happens. So you either have to use your weapon, or do you have Whirlwind or something? Should be annoying, but work. Nope, Cruel Taskmaster. Okay, that's a good play. Annoying as shit, but works. And I've got another Noble Sacrifice. So I'm thinking, let's do Boulder Fist Ogre Noble Sacrifice again. And we'll keep up the pressure. Hopefully he doesn't have any more slams. I hope he doesn't have an execute, because that would suck. Charge would kind of stink. 4-3.
What now?
Argent Commander. Stinks. But I hope he uses that first. If he's smart, he's going to try to hit me with one of the other creatures instead. No, use the 2-1. There you go. Okay. There you go.
Get down!
So that died to Noble Sacrifice. Now he's deciding what to do because he doesn't have enough damage on the board to actually kill me. So he's gonna he's gonna attack me directly, which is not a terrible move. You know, frankly speaking. Light's Justice, okay. So let's do this. Let's play Armani Berserker.
It's time for a little.
We'll play our Frostwolf Warlord, which will be a 6/6. We'll play Light's Justice. I'm going to take a hit in the face, but I am going to pop that shield. And then I'm going to start attacking him directly and putting some pressure on. So, as much as I hate taking direct damage, I've got better board creatures right now, at least. So he better start thinking about how to remove it. And I took off that Divine Shield, so he's got some thinking to do. Okay, that stinks. Still a 4/4, but it stinks, but it'll trade well with his 4/2, unfortunately. What else you got? This is his opportunity to gain some board control. He's got his own questing adventure. Should have played that first. A little bit of a mistake, but that's okay. So this is opportunity for him to get board control, because if he doesn't, what I'm going to do is basically, yep, that's a good call. I'm going to trade myself for the owl. I'm going to hit that questing adventure if he doesn't buff it up with the Armani Berserker. Nope, he's going to buff it up, unfortunately. And he's going to hit me directly, which is fine. Alright. So, we lost a few critters, but that's okay. Unfortunately, the owl's been buffed up now, so I can't hit it directly. But what I am going to do is put out my own questing adventure. Put this guy out there. See what I get for a card. Hammer of Wrath will be useful, but not right now, so we'll do that. I'm going to take out the Priestess. And I'm going to take out the questing adventure with the Golem. And end my turn. So we just have a 2/2 on the board. He only has 2 cards, so I'm feeling good right now. This is okay.
Try this.
Ah, another weaponsmith. Very annoying. I wonder if he'll attack me directly. He can do 4 damage. But it's not a great idea because if I can get board control...
I am not a morning person.
Oh, it's a good idea. Good call. Clears that out completely. The Imp Master's going to be a pain. But we can do this. Okay, Raid Leader's going to be very important here. I am going to Hammer of Wrath on this. I'll buff up my questing adventure a bit. Got me another tiger. And I'm definitely going to Raid Leader. I'll put it here. It doesn't really matter with a warrior, I don't think. But that buffs everything else up. I'm going to hit that with that.
To battle.
And we'll just kill it off with that. I'm going to summon a 1/1.
Justice.
Kill that off.
Voting for duty.
So
Questing.
it's not there and it won't be a pain in the ass. And now things are looking up. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I still have really good cards on reserve, so he's just going to choose death. We'll say well played, and that's it. Alright, that was fun. 2 games in a row. I always seem to win the first 2 games, and then things usually take a turn for the worse. So I don't know if I feel that confident yet. But so far so good. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Hearthstone Arena. If you did, please leave a like. Helps me out a lot. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Also helps me out. Plus, you get updates and all that stuff. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. My name is Leducium, and I'll see you folks later.